Talk about celebrity marriage meltdown madness. I gotta say that a lot of people were completely blindsided by that news that Katy Perry and Russell Brand are already calling it quits on their marriage after just over a year. Count me among them. When I heard the news, I thought, are you kidding me? So soon? In fact, so many of these marriage meltdowns have us asking, are you kidding me? So let me take this to a Real Housewife star. With me tonight in New York, Kyle Richards, who of course stars in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And Kyle's got this fantastic new book out. You must check it out. It's called Life is Not a Reality Show. Also joining me in New York, Vikki Ziegler, a family attorney. So you have Katy and Russell done, kaput. I think they did start their marriage off the right way. They chose to keep their wedding pictures private, which I thought was a really good move. In fact, Katy revealed back in the June 2011 issue of Vanity Fair why they kept the pictures private. Here's what she said. The press is just not your friend when it comes to marriage. That's why we didn't sell the pictures of our wedding, and we got offered millions of dollars for them. Millions. So they kept the photos private. They kept the details about their marriage private, too. Kyle, I got to tell you, while a lot of people said, oh, how could this possibly last with a crazy man like Russell Brand, as a lot of people call him, did you see this coming, or are you saying, are you kidding me?
I didn't see it coming, but am I shocked? No. But I do think they should maybe sell the wedding pictures now.
Yeah, well, why not, right? Cash in on all of it.
Yeah, exactly. That way he won't have to take her money.
That would be a good move. And we have to talk about that because obviously there is a lot of money at stake here. Katy, worth an estimated $40 million. Now, even though they were married, as you might remember, in this lavish ceremony in India, that was back in 2010, they also married in California. Now, that is the land of 50-50. Couples have to split their assets right down the middle. There was a report today that there was no prenup. That means Russell could get, you know, half, $20 million. Vikki, are you kidding me? No prenup? Any celebrity couple, it would seem to me, don't call me not romantic, but they should have a prenup.
I mean, you really can't erase stupid. Everybody in Hollywood, forget about the mass population of people that are actually getting divorced, and it's about in the 50 percentile for the first-time marriage. In Hollywood, it's almost near impossible to stay married for any prolonged period of time.
Right.
So what about protection, premarital planning? I don't know why they wouldn't do it unless it was for religious reasons, because there are reports that Katy Perry's family is religious, and maybe it was something that she didn't feel comfortable doing.
Right.
Putting that aside, there is a separation between church and state, meaning it doesn't matter what your religious differences are.
Yeah.
If you're going to get divorced with no prenup in California,
you're
50-50.
You're going to open up a whole other can of worms if you're going to talk about the religion and the not religion. In fact, you know, the reports that were going around that I saw, and I don't know if there's any truth to that, was that it was Russell who filed for divorce because of Katy's religious beliefs. Who really knows? I got to tell you, I see this as a case where you should have a prenup in place.
It is very unromantic, though. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but could you sign this?
About that, but look at them now. All right, how's this for Are You Kidding Me? We just learned that former NFL star Deion Sanders and his soon-to-be ex-wife Pilar Sanders, who you may have seen starring in their own reality show, they're living under the same mansion roof. Now, granted, they own a gargantuan house. It's more than 29,000 square feet. It's got like 10 bedrooms. But Kyle, are you kidding me? How are they going to pull this off? This is a real-life War of the Roses here. How long can this last?
Well, that is a pretty big house.
well, yes.
At least you could keep an eye on him. No, I don't think that's going to last long at all. There's no way you can live under the same roof like that, no matter how big the home is. No way. What do you think? No way.
No way. And let me tell you why. Because you come home with somebody, say Deion starts dating somebody, and he brings this young lady home. How irate would Pilar be? It doesn't work. There are too many high emotions.
Put some drywall right down the middle.
Yeah,
that's all you.
Somebody's watching the driveway.
Let me get to this marriage mess because I want to know what's going to happen here. NBA star Kobe Bryant's wife Vanessa divorcing him after 10 years, reportedly fed up with his wandering eye. Now, we remember in 2003 she was right there by Kobe's side when he was accused and acquitted of rape charges, and then he gave her that $4 million exotic diamond ring. What do you think, Kyle? Should she keep it?
Of course she should keep it. It was a gift. It's hers. It's hers. Absolutely, she keeps the ring.
You don't think it's so symbolic, though, of that time and all of that, that as a grand gesture, she should say, here you go?
No way, it's hers.
What legally speaking, Vikki, as our attorney on retainer tonight?
Yes, I think that she's going to keep it. It was a gift, which means it was given to her with the intent for her to keep it. I don't think it's subject to distribution.
Fair enough. And talk about marriage messes, Kyle. What's the deal with your Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Brandi Glanville? I mean, mean, are you kidding me? She jets off to Vegas. She gets married in this quickie ceremony. Don't answer. Stay where you are. I need to get your take on that in just a moment. We move on tonight to reality TV queen Khloe Kardashian getting punked. This is great. $5 million fortune. And you have to say million like that, apparently. Welcome back to Showbiz Tonight. I'm AJ Hammer in New York. Tonight, fighting dirty. Kim and Chris are going to face off in what could very well be an ugly battle over big bucks in this new year. It's a good thing that they don't have kids, and that's not the case for Marc Anthony and Jennifer Lopez. Their brand reports tonight that they are already at war over their twins after their big split. Back with me now is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards. She's got a fantastic new book. It's called Life is Not a Reality Show. Also joining me, Vikki Ziegler, who's a family attorney. And I want to begin with Marc Anthony and Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo's 24-year-old boyfriend, Casper Smart, was photographed playing with her 3-year-old twins. Now, there are brand new reports saying Marc Anthony saw those pictures, and now he wants J-Lo to suffer. I'm thinking J-Lo dating again, that's great. Letting her young boyfriend play with the kids in public when you know there will be pictures, that's how you light a fire under this custody battle. Kyle, do you think this was a bad move?
I think it was a bad move. I really think that introducing your kids to somebody that soon is a bad move in general. Whether there's cameras or not, I think it's way too soon for the kids to be meeting him. It's
a shame, though. It is a shame in a way that if the timing was right, because we don't really know what's going on there, that he can't do that. But that's, you know, having life in the public eye, that's part of the deal. I want to fire up our next couple in Marriage Madness 2012, Usher and his ex, Tamika Raymond. This has been ugly all along. Now they're battling over their kids. She's filed for full custody of their 2 children. She claims, among other things, he's not complying with their custody arrangement, that he's used drugs, and she's complaining he stripped her of her Saks Fifth Avenue credit card. Oh, the horror. Usher denies all of these claims and just asked a judge to reject her request for full custody. Vikki, what do you really think here when you step back from this? Is he in bad shape, or does he have a shot here at getting full custody?
There's serious allegations, but in order to lose full custody, you have to be able to prove that you're unfit, or you've done drugs in near proximity or away from the child and somehow would be harmful to the child. So right now, it looks like if he comes to court and says, listen, judge, I'll take a drug test, I'm clean, I'm a great parent, there's no way we should do anything but shared parenting, he could come out smelling like roses. But again, it's all about proofs when you go into the courtroom.
And as I say, and I'm always repeating myself when we talk about cases like this where there are young kids involved, I just hope they can keep it civil. Keep it calm.
It bothers me so much when they start fighting over children. It should never be like that. Never.
It should never, and they really need to get back to that place where, you know, hey, we were in love once. These children hopefully conceived in love. I'm not going to get into all of that. But listen, if we're going to talk about marriage madness, I personally don't think it's possible to do that without talking about Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries. 72 days of matrimony, millions at stake. Kris Humphries just signed an $8 million contract with the New Jersey Nets. Kim's reportedly worth $35 million, and supposedly there was a prenup. Kyle, do you think that Kris should get a big cut of this, you know, a possible payout here, despite the fact that there's this prenup?
I don't think that Kris should get any of Kim's money. They were together 72 days. Give me a break. But if they made money from their wedding, then I think that he should.
But what about the fact that a lot of people are saying, Vikki, you know what? He was sort of a pawn in her whole scheme. So, hey, why not cash in?
Right. I mean, I think, you know, the moral concept perhaps maybe, but from a legal perspective, most likely he's going to walk away with whatever he came into the marriage with. And if there was any money, you're right, Kyle, that would be divided during, you know, from the wedding monies. Other than that, unless he wants the annulment. Remember, he wants to say that this marriage was perpetrated on a fraud.
She is not going to let that happen. All right, I do want to move on to a different kind of marriage madness, because in the new year, we have your Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Brandi Glanville getting hitched in Vegas, sending out these reportedly drunken tweets, or she claims she was. Stay right here, because I honestly, I have to get your take. As long as you're here tonight, I think you could give me some very special insight. We'll have that coming up. Now we have to move on to more brand new Kardashian.